Hello everybody, Base Trooper here again, and again, like I said in my last video, I'm making a couple quick talks because I've been working a whole lot, so I haven't really had time to make any videos or anything like that. So this quick talk is going to be about cyraxx. Now, cyraxx has been off the internet for quite a while. He's been off the internet for about maybe 4 days, something like that. And last time that we really saw him was when Sally was trying to pay her phone bill, and she had the internet on, and he jumped onto the internet to make his little rant or whatever, to make his little thing, and then it cut off. So my whole thing is, I believe that Chance may not have his internet for a while. I do. Unless Ed and Sally actually take this very seriously. Now, in my last video, I talked about how I don't support law enforcement and things like that. I don't. But with cyraxx, do I think that he's... Well, I don't think. He's already on a watch list. The FBI is already on him. They're already looking at him and everything like that. Now, if people believe that cyraxx probably wouldn't be charged with threatening law enforcement and stuff like that, he will be. If he gets back onto the internet and he starts threatening law enforcement again, he will be online and he will be talking about it. He will be, because he's going to make his little rants and raves about it. The FBI already has him on a watch list. So, like, the whole thing is, I can't remember who talked to Ed, but they told Ed that, oh, Chance has been threatening ICE agents and all that sort of stuff. I wouldn't have told him that. I wouldn't have told him that at all. Now, Ed and Sally might have talked and been like, hey, look, if we don't get Chance off the internet and he keeps doing this stuff, he's going to go to prison. He's going to go to federal prison. Or he's going to go to a federal, like, mental health facility. Because my rebuttal to anybody that says, well, nothing's going to happen to cyraxx, he's never going to go to jail, da-da-da-da-da. Well, my rebuttal is, look at what happened to Daniel Larson. He was in a very crime-lax state like Colorado. He was. And what did he do? He got arrested by federal law enforcement. He got charged by federal law enforcement. So, my whole thing is, it's only a matter of time. And besides, when the federal government comes after you, they don't just get you for one charge. They don't get you just for one thing. They get you for multiple things. And so Daniel Larson had his little, God, what is it called? God, I can't think of the word right now. I'm so dumb. But his competency, that's what it is, competency hearing, where a bunch of people that knew who Daniel was and had dealt with Daniel went there and testified against him to ever be released. Now, he's probably never going to be released for a while. Daniel Larson is probably not. And they're probably heavily medicating him. They're probably heavily medicating him because that's what he needed. Honestly, for real, I think Daniel should just be locked in a cell for the rest of his life and never be allowed out. But that's not how our system works. Because we're more prone for, oh, they've got mental problems, so we've got to take care of them. My thing is, I don't care if you got mental problems or whatever. Daniel Larson, cyraxx, they're kind of on the same level. They are. They both have crazy off-the-wall delusions. They've made serious threats against people. They've done all this sort of stuff and everything. But if cyraxx gets back on the internet, it will only be a matter of time before law enforcement does come after him. Now, like I said, I don't support law enforcement. I really don't, for what they've allowed in my country. I don't support them at all. I don't. The thing is, though, when you're dealing with the federal government, they don't like people messing with them. They really don't. They really do not like people messing with them. So, oh, cigarette went out. That's all right. My thing is, Chance doesn't understand the magnitude that he's doing. Like, I've seen some people make reactions to when cyraxx got arrested, and they're saying, oh, that's Chance being arrested right now for what he said against law enforcement. No, it isn't. JD Daily really made a reaction about it, and he got like over 60,000 likes, I think, for that video, for that little short or video or whatever it was. Now, like I said, if Chance gets back on the internet and he keeps threatening people and he keeps doing all this sort of stuff, eventually something will happen to him. Eventually something will. And it's not going to be good. And I believe that Sally and Ed have come to an agreement that they cannot have Chance on the internet for right now. They can't. Whether they like it or not, they cannot have him on the internet. They can't. Because of what he's been doing and what he's been saying. Because I believe that it was either William Glory Hole or CVG that talked to Ed about it. And said, look, Chance is threatening ICE agents. He's doing all this stuff. None of y'all should have even talked to Ed about that. None of y'all should have. None of y'all should have said anything, because Chance would have been talking about Libs of TikTok and ICE for a while. He would have been talking about them for a long while. Probably about a month or so. And then, what happens? FBI comes in and they arrest him. That's probably what would have happened. And then they would have put him into a prison, or they would have put him into a mental health facility, and they would have heavily medicated him. They would have seriously, heavily medicated him. Alright? So, if Chance does manage to get back on the internet, if he does, it's going to be really, really bad for him. It is. It's going to be very, very bad, because, like I said, the FBI is now looking at him. The FBI is on him now. Alright? So anyways, that's my little talk, my little quick talk. Bates Trooper, signing out.